This conference will now be recorded.
So in previous session, we understood the concept of master data in ReFx usage view. Okay, and we understood that in usage view, my first level of object is a business entity. And next we are creating building or land within this business entity. And then further we can create a rental objects. So we are having three rental objects. One is a rental unit, then pooled space, and then rental space. Pooled space directly we cannot lease in or lease out. We need to extract a rental space from pooled space to rent it out. Okay, so this we understood. So my today's agenda is to explain first whatever we left in our yesterday's session, that was how we can extract rental space from pooled space. Okay, in the yesterday's session we were facing some issue, so this is rectified. I'll just explain. Then we'll extract in the transaction. We will see how it is working. Okay, next I'll just explain the basic settings in SAP ReFx. Basic settings. So when we are going to implement SAP ReFx, there are some business functions or sub functions has to be activated. Okay, and this responsibility of activation is with the basis team, but as a ReFx consultant, you should know that which business function or which sub function is impacting in my business process, so that let's say if anything is missing, you can suggest them to activate it. Okay, so we'll understand this. Okay, and then we'll understand the business partner. So business partner, we have already started that concept in yesterday's session. Okay, in today's session we'll see some more details about business partner. Okay, but configuration, other thing, we will just take it forward because it is a I need to where I need to explain in steps. So whenever it is applicable for my business process, then only that particular area I'll explain for this particular master data. So let me just take you to in the system first to explain that. Okay, so let's say when we are creating, okay, so when we are creating master data, okay, that is my rental units. So rental unit we can directly create it. Pooled space we can create, and then we can extract rental space from this. Okay, so let's say in pooled space there is some parking area. Okay, this parking area can be in building, or this can be under the land. Okay, so let's say if I'm creating this parking area as a pooled space and then extract then in a uh, particular space I just want to extract it to lease out. Okay, so this we can follow by extracting rental space from pooled space. So let's say the total area of pooled space is 100 square meter. So we can extract it in a chunk of area as a rental space from the pooled space. Okay, so let's say just I want to extract a 10 square meters of area from the total 100 square meter. I can extract 10 rental space. Okay, so this is the simplest example here, and we'll see how we can do that. Okay, so just a second. I'm just opening my system. This was, let me explain it again. If it is missed, okay, just a second. Okay, uh, just a second. Let me just review. Can you see my screen now? Can I get confirmation?
Yes, I can. We can see. Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay, great. So I was explaining here that in master data, when you are creating, this is the usage view master data, business entity, building, and under building you are having three rental object, rental unit, pool space, and rental space. To rent out a particular space, you need to extract it from the pooled space. So pooled space directly you cannot lease in or lease out. You need to extract the rental space from this. Okay, so here let's say this parking area, or let's say this particular chunk of land is having total area of 100 square meter, and I just want to extract 10 meters of area as a parking space to lease out to my client. Okay, so this scenario we will follow in the system how it is working. Let me just open this in my system. Okay, so here I'm logging in. Okay, here I am. So this is my system, and here you go to accounting, and under accounting, flexible real estate management, and then you will see all master data here. Okay, so RE80 is my transaction, and this is the business entity show bus sapphire which we have created, and within that we are having building, and then further building is having rental objects. Okay, so here wherever you can see arrow, and this particular sign is for rental unit, and this is for pooled space. Okay, and within that, when you are again segregating, you can see this is for rental space. Okay, so what I did yesterday, we have created one parking space as a rental object pooled space. So you click here. Okay, let me okay, 1 second. Okay, so let me create one more rental object pooled space here. Okay, so how I can create? Right click here on rental object, go to create, and here go to pooled space, and here I have added one more usage type parking space. Okay, so same way as we have understood in yesterday's session that we can create a usage type as per our requirement. Okay, then we can assign it to the rental object type. Okay, so same steps I followed in configuration, and I created it. So I'm selecting parking space, and let's say this parking space in floor 1 or floor 2. Initially, if you see in some of buildings in Middle East mainly, like they are having some floors for parking only. Okay, and after 5 or 6 floor, then only they will start their residential units. So just I'm considering similar kind of things here. So here, let's say this my complete first floor. First floor is parking floor. Okay, press enter. Okay, and then you can enter all these details, valid from, valid to, and here the important thing is to enter the measurement, that how much is total area for this. Okay, for time being I'm just removing these two because it is not relevant to my process. Okay, so I'll add here my measurement type, which is the floor area. So let's say my total floor area is 100 square meter. Okay, and then save it. Other things you can enter, but that is fine. Let me just concentrate on extracting rental space here. Okay, so here I'm refreshing it. First floor parking space. This is my pooled space now. Okay, so within this pooled space, I would like to extract a rental space. So you just go to change and come here on. There is one tab. I go right here. Go to area share. Okay, area share. Click here on area share. You will see this button here. Extract a new rental space. Okay, so you click here on extract new rental space. Measurement type, automatically it is coming here because I have only added one measurement type. So if you want to see, you can see it here. I can see only floor area. Okay, and here this detail is for pooled space, and this is for rental space. Okay, so here in rental space we are going to enter what are the details we need to be followed to extract this. So here rental space usage type we need to select. So here you can see usage type is 15. Okay, so here also we are going to select 15. This is automatically coming based on the combination and configuration. Valid from, valid to. Sometimes your area may change, like sometimes it is shifting or it is increasing. So in that case, validity also we can enter. But as of now, I'm just keeping it simple. Let's say I'm fixing it for the coming 5 years or 4 years. So in that case, I'm saying, let's say 01 2024 to 31st 12 2024. This area will be this what I'm entering. Okay, so let's say it's a 10 square meter. Okay, you perform search. You will see this detail. Click here, okay, and click on this. You have not extracted any rental space. Okay, so you click here and click here. Okay, this is for extract rental space from measurement. So here you will see this detail. Okay, then you click here. So now you can see your total. This is your partial amount. Okay, 10 square meter. You can see assignment amount is 10 square meter. So like this way, you can extract your rental space. Okay. So we understood how we are creating business entity, we are creating building, we are creating rental pool or rental object, that is my rental unit, pooled space, rental space. How we can extract rental space from pooled space. So these steps we have finished here. Okay. Now two things we noticed here. One is a measurement, another is the infrastructure. Okay. Infrastructure, if you see here, infrastructure, just a second, I'll show you here. If we are going one by one to see the details of any rental object. Okay, let's say this is my rental object. Okay, and let me go back here. Okay, so general data we are entering here. Additional data we understood how we can maintain in tables and configuration. Okay, occupancy. Occupancy, how is occupancy, that we will understand. Measurement, fixture and fittings. Okay, and there was one more tab here. Conditions, adjustment. Okay, parameters, offered object, assignment, architecture and meters, settlement companies. Okay. So I was talking about infrastructure, which is you can maintain here in different tab. Okay, like okay, here in fixture and fitting. Okay, so when you are coming in fixture and fitting, so you can maintain these details in configuration. Okay, so as I'm going through of it, let me just explain this also for understanding. So here, go to configuration. Go to ReFx, flexible real estate management. Okay, go to master data, and then go to usage view. Okay, and then we are here in rental object. Okay, rental object usage type, we understood in yesterday's session how we can define the usage type. Then usage type per rental object type, that we understood. Usage type allowed per rental space per pooled space. So this is the place where exactly we are defining that usage type to extract my rental space from pooled space. Okay, so if you are not defining it, that you will not be able to extract rental space from pooled space. Measurement type allowed per rental object type. Okay, so what is the measurement type which we are going to assign to my particular rental object type? Means pooled space, rental space, or rental unit. Measurement type per usage type. So this is relevant to your usage type assignment. Okay, and here is the place in attribute where we are entering all the details for other areas of KDS, key data structure, part of building. Okay, so exactly where is your unit situated in this particular business entity? Here you can enter according to what you are maintaining here. Okay, north wing, east wing. So this is a table maintenance. Location on floor, you need to maintain the locations here. Okay, so the same location you can see here on your. Just be with me, please. When I'm switching the screen, just try to align with me. Okay, so this is the floor which you are getting from the same configuration. So if it is your 50 floor of building or 30 floor of building, you just need to maintain these floors here, and then floor description. Okay, so floor description you can enter, so that accordingly you will get it there in your. Define fixture and fitting characteristic for building ROs and parcel. Okay, so this is the place where you are defining this complete arrangement of fixture and fitting. So fixture and fitting is nothing, it's just your specifications of items which you are having in that particular unit. Okay, so let's see, if you are saying you are having a video conferencing room, okay, for example, or you are having, let's say in a single apartment, what things you can have as a fixture and fittings. Let's say even AC can be considered as fixture and fitting. Okay, you are having gas stoves, you are having windows. Okay, what kind of windows you are having, what kind of materials you are having, what kind of floors you are having. Okay, so whatever the infrastructure you are having within that particular unit, that you can select in particular rental object. Okay, so how exactly it is helping? When you are going to search unit as per my customer specification, this will help us to just find it out from our database. Okay, so here fixture and fitting will be available on building and rental objects. Okay, this will not be available on land and business entity, only building and rental objects. Okay, because this whatever the infrastructure we are having, these are the two objects where we are going to assign it to it. So that's why if you see here in define fixture and fitting characteristic for building, ROs and parcel. Ignore parcel as of now. Just see this building and ROs. ROs means rental object, means your rental unit, pooled space and rental space. Okay. So here when we are going to see define text, define fixture and fitting. So here what you need to do, you can just follow uh, some number. Okay, this is a numerical value, and then here we are going to select exactly where we want to see this option. Okay, if you want to see rental object, building, parcel. Okay, so here you can select it. Okay, and wherever you don't want to see, you can deselect it. For example, if you see this one, okay, let's say if I don't want to see jointless flooring in my BU building, you just deselect it. This option will not be available there in infrastructure, in fixture and fittings. Okay, so here we why it is given like this floor then other description, because we just trying to make a group of similar characteristic at one place. Okay, first floor, then baseboard, then interior, okay, then windows. So by keeping this in my description, I'm just trying to group it. Group it means like my all fixture and fitting will be similar kind of fixture and fitting will be at one place. Let me show you here. When I'm coming here, okay, you can see it here. Okay, lower. Okay, 1 second, just a second. 1101. Okay, next is here. See, specify structure of fixture and fitting characteristic independent of RLR. Okay, as of now, just I'm leaving this option. Reason for different rent increases. Okay, so this we can maintain why you are increasing the rent. So this particular details will be useful in next account determination value, that will also be used in my coming processes. Yeah. Okay, so wherever it is applicable to elaborate more, I'll just add some more details in that particular area. Okay, for example, that fixture and fittings, once we'll go for real estate search process, then again we'll come back to see how exactly it is impacting my process. Okay, so this is to just give you initial idea here. Any question from this area? Balaji?
This fixer and fittings, whatever we are adding it, just an information or any financial implication will be there in that?
Only information purpose. This will helpful
Only.
to search my object from database based on the selection in my real
Okay.
estate search. Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of attributes what we are
Yeah,
adding to
attributes.
this
Correct.
project.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now let us understand usage view master data. Almost we are finished. Okay, let us understand some basic settings from ReFx side. Okay, what we need to follow. So just a second, let me open my PPT here. Okay, so be careful to see this. It's very important to understand. Okay, sometimes you may get uh, questions from your interview also. Okay, so here we were talking about that basic settings in ReFx and then business partner. So basic settings what we are having in ReFx. This is the T code RECACUST to go into configuration. Okay, so you can directly go from SPRO T code, or directly if you want to see ReFx relevant configuration only, this is the T code. Okay, RECACUST, this one. So what I mean actually when you are going into, let me show you in the system here. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes. Now
Yeah.
it's
So here, let's say if you are here, okay, you can go in configuration by SPRO. Okay, this is the one way, and you go to SAP reference IMG, and here you can see all the nodes of configuration in ReFx. Another way to move here, you just say RECACUST. Directly it will go to ReFx only. No need to go specifically in that SPRO to search that ReFx node. Okay, directly it will take you to the relevant transaction code. The next here again, so here first we need to do some mandatory settings. Okay, where flexible real estate management is having below mandatory settings. First is activate sub function. Okay, activate sub functions. Even before activating sub functions, we need to activate business function. What it means, okay, when we are getting SAP S/4HANA system in our hand, okay, then when it is going to install that, to use ReFx, some business functions has to be activated. Okay, so this function, this activity will be done by the basis team. This is the admin job, but being a consultant, you need to check whether it is done or not. So here, this is a transaction code SFW5, where you can see all activations of business functions. Okay, it is not, it is suggested not to touch anything, not to execute anything here from your side, because it is a critical and it has to be taken care by expert basis team. Okay, basis team experts. And here this is the business function EAFIN, financial extension, which has to be activated to use ReFx. Okay, EAFIN. Okay, and after that, few more sub functions has to be activated. Okay, so this is the primary things which has to be activated. Further, whatever the accounting system you are going to use with ReFx, that also need to be taken care here. Okay, so generally we used to go with FI. Okay, let's say there is one module called FICO. So FI is there one component which will be used with the ReFx to manage your financial transactions. Okay, but apart from that FICO, you can use other component also. Okay, so if you are going with FICO, that account payable and account receivable, these are the two subcomponent which has to be activated. Okay, because we are going to work with my customer and vendors, so I need to see, I need to go through account receivable and account payable. Okay. Apart from that, you can use another accounting system called FICA, that is a contract accounts receivable and payable. Generally we are using this system in utility companies. Okay, but here as an example, when you are going for ReFx integration, this is one more options we are having. Okay, so in place of FICO, you can go with the FICA, contract accounts and receivable. But to activate this, to use this particular component, you need to activate some functions here. Okay, so this PSCD is the business functions which has to be activated. Activate business function public sector contract account receivable. Okay, so there is one specific business function PSCB which has to be activated to use Pika as a accounting system along with my ReFx. Okay. There is one more thing here. Okay. So these are the two accounting system basically. Another is a using fund management. There is one more module called fund management, FM. Okay. So if you are using FM, okay, activate the business function for enterprise extension public services, that is EAPS, that has to be activated first, and then further we need to activate the contract account payable and receivable FM, FICA, FM business functions. Public sector management, this fund management, it's very rare projects we are having in this area, but it's important to understand here. Okay, if you are having any idea of fund management, please let me know, or if I need to explain it from my side, I'll just give you some idea here to understand how exactly it is helping us in our business process. Any idea?
No,
Okay, just
I
let
don't
me.
have fun here.
No problem. So these are the, I'll explain this, what is the fund management here. But these things need to be understood here, that this is the business functions which has to be activated, and then further what are the accounting system you are going to use, then we need to take care of next level of business functions activation accordingly. Okay. Further, when we are going back to understand this one, so first is activate functions, then another is activate sub function. So sub functions will be activated only once my function is activated. Okay, my main business function is activated, EAFIN. Then make basic settings in company code. So if you remember, when I was explaining in that particular company code, we are going to use ReFx. So we need to activate this ReFx in particular company code. Okay, then activate real estate in controlling area. We need to define tenancy law, and then we need to define measurements. So measurements, we have seen, we have used these measurements just now in extraction of my rental space from pooled space. So let us go first. I'll show you here on PPT what are the details we are having. Then I'll take you in the system. So this is the business functions activation. Now this is a sub business function, sub functions. Okay, so we are having a different functionality available in ReFx. Okay, for example, you are having one process of land use management. Okay, so to use land use management, you need to activate this function, sub function LUM. Similarly, there is one more functionality of room reservation. Okay, so if you want to use that, this has to be selected. Means this sub function has to be activated. So that is a ORRS. Similarly, seating and move planning, there is one business function ORPO that has to be activated to use this functionality. Similarly, service charge settlement. Okay, settlement enhancement, if you are going, in that case, SC01 has to be activated. So different functionality will be activated through different sub functions. Okay, so we can say when we are activating business function, ReFx is activated overall, but to extend the solution to the next level to a particular sub processes, for that we need to activate sub functions. So this responsibility is with ReFx consultant only, as per the requirement. You need to understand and need to activate the sub functions here. Next is activation of ReFx in particular controlling area and company code. So let's say I've taken example. This is a controlling area 0001, and here company code 0001, company code 0002, and company code 0003. These are three companies, but ReFx you are having only within 0001. So what you need to do here, you need to activate ReFx options here in the company code and in the controlling area. Wherever it is applicable only, that places you are activating it. Okay, so let me show you one by one these all things. Okay, so first we are talking here business functions. So this is a transaction SFW5. Okay, this you may not have authorization. Just a second. In your system, but in practice system also, please don't touch this area. Okay, so here the transaction is Okay, I'm not authorized. So this transaction is critical. That's why it is locked. Okay. Next is, let us see other business, other sub function RECACUST. So basic settings, go to activate sub functions here. So this is the place where we are activating sub functions. For example, if you want to activate for, let's say, room reservation, okay, so this is activated already. Seating movement plan, it is already activated. Service charge settlement enhancement, it is already activated. So wherever it is required, you just need to select and save. That is only sub function activation here. Contract valuation, condition split, CO integration enhancement, okay, BI content extraction. So these all are list of sub functions which you need to select as per the requirement. Next is make basic settings in company code. You click here, okay, and here, what is my company code? 1710. Okay, double click here. Here you will see this is a company code. Company code type is standard company code. Okay, so we are having different company code type here. Manager company code, reference company code, mandate company code, condominium owner company code. Okay, so as and when we'll go to next to understand processes, we'll see this, but it is recommended to select here standard company code. Okay, manager company code or mandate company code when we are giving our properties to some companies to manage. Okay, that time we need to create a mandate company code. Condominium owners company code when we are making a group of properties from the different owners. We will see this how exactly these approaches are coming here. Accounting system. Okay, here is the place where you are going to select which accounting system you are going to use. FICA, FICA or FICO. There is a FI here. Okay, next is here tax details. You need to enter input tax type, input tax group, output tax type, output tax group. Okay, and here default unit of measurements. Okay, so here unit measurement is m meter square, volume is meter cube, unit of length is m. Okay, and what else we need to do? Okay, that's it only. Okay, remaining things are not that much of relevant as of now, but these are the options we are having. So first we are activating this company code here, and then this accounting system we are assigning, and next is activate real estate management in controlling area. So we are working in 0001 company code controlling area. You double click here. Okay, so these settings of controlling area has to be done by FICO consultant. So this means when we are going to work in ReFx, my FI supposed to be implemented. Okay, then only I can go to extend my solution into ReFx. You cannot do like first we are doing ReFx and then only FICO will be done. No. Okay. So first, all org structure, all things has to be configured from the FICO side. Then only you can do this. So controlling area, company code, all settings has to be done by FICO consultant, and then remaining whatever is relevant to you from ReFx perspective that you are doing here. Okay. So here in this controlling area, all these settings has to be done by FICO consultant only. And here you come to activate component control indicator here. Sorry, okay, 1 second. What is my controlling area? I'm using 1710. 1 second, please. One second. Some issue is there was DBS as a number. So I'm getting some down. Just a second, please. Okay, so let me show you here. So we are working in company code 1710, which is coming within controlling area 8000, not in 0001, 8000. Okay, so this is the controlling area. Let me see here. Select this one. Okay, go to assignment of company codes. So you click here. You can see 1710 is assigned here. Okay, activate component controlling indicator. Let me see here. So when you are clicking here in this controlling area, you will see this option, real estate management. Okay, so this has to be selected here if you want to use ReFx in controlling area. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are checking for business function activation, which is a EAFI. Oh, sorry. Yes, EAFIN, and then we are activating sub functions, and then we are checking which accounting system we are going to use, whether it is a FICO or FICA. Okay, and accordingly we are selecting it in company code settings, and in controlling area, my real estate management, this checkbox is supposed to be selected. So then only we can start next. Next will be here measurement type. Okay, that is also basic settings here. But before that, if you have any question, please.
These steps of configuration applicable for both private and public cloud, or how, Ram sir?
This is
You,
actually
yeah, yeah.
here. This system we are having on premises. Okay.
On premise, S4.
Yeah.
Okay,
As for on
all right.
premise and cloud, already it will be activated. Okay, but I think in cloud side specifically for this activation, but I need to check. But yes, these activities at least need to be done in which company code you are doing. Maybe business function
Hmm.
and sub functions are already there, but for
Okay,
particular company code you are executing, that time you need to define the settings, controlling area and company code. These two settings are required.
all right. Yeah.
Okay, and now we are coming for basic settings, measurement basic settings. Okay, so here I am coming in the sequence because if we are understanding measurement before starting of usage view master data, it's difficult to understand where exactly we are going to use this. Okay, so here I am coming after explaining the usage view master data. It's a here we need to define the measurement. Okay, so let me just select here define measurement type. Okay, so these are the measurement type. Let's say total area. Okay, so first we are defining the measurement type code here and then measurement type description. Okay, so there are some different measurement types is given here. Floor area, what is my floor area? usable space within the floor area. What is my usable space which we are using? Living area, secondary space, retail space. This is for commercial, office space, parking area, residential usable space, amenities level factor. So there are different measurement types comes within different countries. Okay. So in some of places, in some countries, they are adding total area of apartment plus common area plus balcony area as a total area. Understand? So three things are there. First is within the apartment, like whatever the total area is there, including wall. Okay. Including wall area plus balcony area plus common area in a proportion. Okay. That's supposed to be considered as a total area. And floor area is where exactly your floor is there apart from your walls. Okay. So similarly, different area you are considering, and then different measurement types is going to sum up to make some specific measurement type. For example, if you see living area, okay, or sorry, let's say floor area. I'm saying floor area is 10 square meter. My common area, proportionate common area is, let's say it's 20 square meter or 5 square meter. Okay. And apart from that, my wall area, let's say it is not measurable here, but let's say if it is X amount, so my 10 plus 5 plus X amount is going to become my total area. So wherever it is going to sum up, we are calling it is a total measurement, like where you are going to sum up this. Okay. So wherever you can see this checkbox selected, that means it is a total. It is coming through some additions. Okay, here. So you can see total area, then floor area. Okay, so let me just double click here. Once you will click here, you will see the details. This is a measurement code. Okay, and this is a measurement type. Short description. There's a default units through which you are measuring it. This is a total measurement. So if it is a total measurement, you need to select it. And area measurement. So if this measurement type is specifically for area, okay, here measurement type we can use for number calculations also. Okay, how many numbers of people are staying there. Okay, in that case we can select as a number, but if it is going to be specifically for area, we need to select it here. This is restriction, where exactly you want to see this measurement. Allowed for architecture object, allowed for rental object, allowed for BE, allowed for property, allowed for BU. So PR means property, means land. U means architecture object. Wherever you want to see this, property is allowed for object, property is not allowed for object, property is default for object. So what it means, like if you are saying property is not allowed for object, this particular measurement type you cannot use for architecture object. Or just let me take the example to relevant to us. Let's say if I'm saying rental object, or let's say BU. So this particular measurement type, if I'm selecting property is not allowed for object, this you cannot use there in the BU. Next, property is allowed for object, you can select it. Property is default. So in that case, when you are creating this object, automatically this measurement type will be there. Properties require entry for object. So this will become a mandatory on screen of that object if you are selecting this option. Okay. Next, allowed for contract. If you want to see it for contract, properties allowed for object. Object reference allowed. So you can take a reference of object. Allowed for parcel. This is a other things. Okay. Service charge settlement. We'll see it later. So like this way, you can define your measurement type here. Okay. And same way, floor area also you can see this floor area is not a total measurement. Okay. Coming here now, let me show you define total measurement here. So here is the place where you are defining total measurement. Okay, just see carefully here. Okay, your this is a source measurement type and this is a total measurement type. Okay, so total measurement type is 8001, 8001, 8001, 8001. Okay, so here usable space plus living area plus secondary space plus parking area. So that is going to become a total area in this concept. You can remove as per if it is not required, you can remove that one also. So let's say if I'm coming here to see how exactly it is working in my object. Okay. Measurement. Just for time being, let me enter here in building. Okay. So yes, you can add from here also. So let's say floor area. What else? Floor area. Reusable space 8003, 8004, 8005, 8003, 8004, 8005. Let me just check this one. Press enter. Now you can see total area. It is coming automatically. So when I enter here some values, let's say it's a 300 square meter, this is a 200 square meter, this is 100 square meter. Total 600 square meter, it is added. So here what is happening? This 3 plus 2, living usable space plus living area is residential usable space. Okay, so that's why automatically it is coming here. And here my usable space, living area and secondary space. This total is value for total area. So this is also coming automatically. So these measurement is gonna use for different calculation in service charge settlement and different contract accounting also it is going to use. And when we are selecting it, this checkbox, this means manually we can enter this value manually. Okay, so let's say if it is as of now it is derived, it is coming from calculation, but if you want to enter it manually, you click here, system will give you option to enter it manually. So in that case your calculation will not work. You just need to enter, let's say 8,000. System will consider 8,000 directly here. So this is one more options we are having. Okay. Any question here, please?
This is not a condition type, right? Condition type is different, right?
Different. Condition type is different.
Okay, so this
This
is
is a measurement.
area measurement area. Okay, so if it is, say, for an apartment, total built up or total saleable area consists of
Yeah.
land and construction value or carpet area. So all those things I
Yes.
can add it here
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
derive
Correct.
this total built up area.
Correct.
Okay, okay, right.
Okay. And
So only for the
condition.
measurement. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Condition. Just let me give you some overview. So for time being, this will be clear to you. So let's say when you are having, this is the way, this is my real estate company. This is a real estate company. And let's say they are having some apartment. Okay. Apartment area is 1,000 square feet.
Hmm.
SQFT. And then this area is having this, and then here they have defined some rate. Okay, let's say some price, that price supposed to be 100 USD per square feet, for example. Okay, and here there is one customer which is going to take it on rent. Okay, so what will happen in between of this apartment which is owned by this real estate company, there will be a contract here. Okay, so how it is here. And then when we are creating a contract with reference to this apartment for this customer, this contract will be created. And how it is, for this 100,000, this 1,000 square feet, you are paying price per 100
100
USD.
USD.
So total
Yes.
amount will become your contract value.
1
Okay,
month.
let's say
Yeah.
if you are going for, let's say, for particular 1 month, for example. Okay, so in that case, 1000 square feet multiplied by 100 USD, that will become a contract value. And here area is a measurement and price is a condition.
Yes.
So here basic price I can say that is 100 USD. Okay.
Hmm.
And sometimes we are maintaining this price in my unit itself. Okay, and sometimes we are keeping these details directly in the contract. But if we are keeping in a unit, automatically it will capture here in the contract. You can change it further. For example, let's say in my one building I decided to just keep 100 USD per square feet. So this detail I can maintain in my rental units. Okay, but tomorrow when I'm going to create a contract, it is negotiated on 120 USD. So this whatever value was there, it was a base, it was a just reference to make it in my communication or to take it to next level. Okay, and once it is negotiated, the total 120 is negotiated, that you can consider as a price for that particular contract. Okay, so here in contract again you will see the conditions. Okay, and when you are looking into this master data, this you will see here condition. Just let me go here. Or if I'm going for rental object, let us see here. We have seen already that for conditions, let's say this is my condition, and here it is added. It was added. Here there is some price you are defining. Okay, so here it is, you want to make it a fixed price or you want to just keep it as a calculated price also. So measurement is helping us to calculate the calculated price. But if you want to go irrespectively with the measurement, let's say in this building whatever the measurement is there will go for 10,000 USD per annum or 10,000 USD per month. Okay, so in that case you can go with the fixed price. So here it is a fixed amount, you can see. If you want to go for with any calculation, then object measurement need to be entered here. Okay, we'll see these scenarios once we'll go for contract creation and all. Clear?
Right. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just closing this session today here. We'll go next to understand because business partner I need to go in more detail, and
Yes.